I'm gonna go to YouTube on that. Here we go.
All right, you guys, welcome to Three Takes. I'm Beloved. I'm here with the Don and Shawnee. So before we dive right into our topic, how you guys doing today?
I'm all right.
I'm good. I'm good.
That's
God
good.
is good.
All the time.
God showed up for me today in a big way, so
Same here. How so?
I'm happy. Let's just say I had a meeting at work and it's some recognition I should have got that I didn't get. Um,
Hmm.
and I feel like it was done purposely because it's somebody in the company that's not a fan of me, and I'm not a fan of them either. Feelings more than mutual. But a lot of work that I put in last year for something I didn't get recognition for. So, but I still ended up winning like a little prize money out of something. So I'm like, you know what? I still got, more of a prize than the person they gave recognition for did. So I'm like, look how God works.
That's good. I like that.
Hmm
Like that. Um, I feel like I feel like now is like an important time to get closer to God because a lot is going on, a lot of stuff is being revealed to us. So that's good that you was able to see God's hand in your situation. So that's good. That's good. Um, so I want to ask you guys: are you guys familiar with the Diddy case that's been going on? That's been going around.
I know a little something, something, a little something, something.
Okay, what you know so far, Don?
Uh, really, just who's testifying? Cassie testifying right now,
Hmm.
and basically what she had to endure in the relationship, her having like those freak offs.
hmm
Basically, she was having. She said she was having sex outside her will, like she really didn't want to for real, but but Diddy had some type of control over her. Um, just some weird shit. Like, hold on,
So,
let me.
so she's actually telling everything. Yeah, we have been waiting on to hear from her. I forgot about that part.
But
Yeah,
So she's actually telling it.
she did
yeah,
say something earlier.
yeah.
She
They
said
going
something.
in details. What you say?
She wants some money previously concerning this case. This is around the time where they were getting more evidence concerning him before he became locked up. She did receive some money, I guess, from testifying, something in that sort. So she has been very vocal and opened about what's been going on. But I think this go around because she is testifying more, it's more in depth. It's like more detailed. Um, but honestly, I'm not. Let me not say I'm not on her side because I feel like as a woman, if I was put in that situation, that's very traumatic. I wouldn't want to go through that. But a part of me is curious on what led her to even start it. I'm not saying that she was forced into it or not forced into it first, but I'm curious on how did it begin because it had to start somewhere and it became a cycle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm
where did that come from?
It comes from being in a relationship with him. As soon as she decided to be involved with him,
Mm.
Yeah,
hey, this is what all comes with me. That's and she's just like, well, you know what comes with me now. So if you tell on me, you're going to die. That's how that works.
So do you think that she was tricked into doing it?
Definitely. Who goes in, I mean, who goes into it willingly? Like, I mean, she could go into it willingly, but
Mm.
nobody, stuff like that happens where they're just afraid. Like, oh, if you tell somebody I'm going to kill your mom, like they go, like they do stuff like that to force you to you, like where you realize you stuck, you can't do it.
yeah, I agree. Who knows how that started off? Because some people are freaks. They probably started off with a threesome off rip, and then it just went down the down a path
Yeah,
of becoming a
right.
sex traffic. But I mean, based off what I'm reading, as far as like what she's testifying about,
It
she,
was a lot.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
Let
down
me
to
see.
her having to wear certain nail polish.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's
White. She
how
had to wear
intricate.
nail. She had to wear white nail polish, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
That is
allegedly.
the best polish.
So allegedly in
Good
there. We ain't
boy,
Yeah,
that is the best polish.
it
So
is.
like I'm reading off like the shade room. Cassie testified that Diddy paid for things like cars, gave her cash, and would take them away based on his mood. When they asked her what else he would take away, she answered, "My self confidence." You know what I mean? She
Mm.
was young.
Mm.
How far apart were they?
I wonder how young was she?
I think they like 15 years apart, maybe.
She was in her early 20s. This was when that song came out, Me and You.
Yeah, she
Just
was like
me
18 when
and
that came out.
Me and you, it's
you.
just me and you.
That was a bop though.
Well, it wasn't just me, her and him though.
Okay.
I'm weak.
That's not funny.
Cassie, you a lie.
But I also feel like
How am I
y'all
supposed to
remember when
believe
she
your
had started
case?
that trend, that side haircut trend?
And
I
he made her.
I don't know I don't remember. I don't know what that was.
Okay, I think it was a female. It was a definitely
Uh,
a thing where she cut the side of her head, her hair off, and she wore like how my hair is. This side was cut like cut bald,
Completely
like
off.
like a buzz.
Oh,
Like a
so she
big, big.
started that
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
started.
did that, but I'm assuming. But to me, and I'm a theorist, I think that was part of the issue too. I think that had something to do with
the
that
initiation.
situation. Yeah, yeah, definitely so.
I watched a video where Young Jock,
Whoa.
they were like out in the club, Young Jock, Cassie, P Diddy, and some other people. And Young Jock said P Diddy seen some woman, maybe a white woman, looked at how her head was shaved off to the side, and then told Cassie, "That's what you wearing. You cutting your hair. You know
Mm.
what you gonna
I'm
look like."
confident
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
because how you know she wanted to wear her hair like that, and
I
she
mean,
has beautiful hair.
yeah, when a man has that much control over the woman, and they literally do anything that he says, it's going to be some extra crazy stuff that you wouldn't even think that they make them do, like
Yep.
crazy stuff. Like go take a bath in my bath water, don't clean it out. Like it's crazy. They can do some weird, crazy stuff.
Sheesh.
Once they have that control, like it's crazy. Like, ugh. But I saw something crazy where it was like saying that she experienced, she testified that she endured abuse at the hands of Combs during the sessions, and that videos of the episodes were later used as blackmail. So not only was she getting abused, but then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna show these videos to everybody if you say anything." Like,
Right.
shoot, nowadays people don't care. You could go. That's probably why she tell us. She like, shoot, everybody putting their sex videos out there. So,
Okay.
but back then she's like, "Oh no," but
Did y'all hear about the urinating in the mouth part though?
Yep.
ugh,
Yep.
that's that R. Kelly shit. Like, nobody
Yeah.
got time for
But you know that's a thing in Dubai though. Like
that. Ugh.
they will pay you for women, and women go for this, y'all. Women will go over there and get paid guap just to get peed on, to get number two'd on. They getting paid for
Two
that.
girls in one cup.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember that.
People got some fucked up
They don't have morals.
kinks. They like it's the kinks. Those some fucked
Mhm.
up ass kinks. Quit doing all that extra crap. Like that's crazy. Piss on me.
I
That's
don't know
crazy.
how you get a reaction. How do you get out of what do you get out of doing
The
that?
smell would.
Uh,
That's crazy. How does the smell piss them off? Ah, that's funny. That's wild. And for these dudes to get off to that, like, how does that turn you on? Oh, let me pee on
I
you.
think it's a dominance
I mean,
thing.
excuse me,
Yeah, I was about to
dominance.
say it's like some when you piss on something, you look at it as trash. That's how I look at it. Like
Yeah, you're degrading it. You don't
yeah,
respect it at all. Like that's
nothing at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
So
But y'all would be surprised. A lot of female celebrities do that. Like when you see them go to Dubai, they're going to go do that. They're high price prostitutes. Let's put it like that.
how do you know this, Beth? You read this somewhere?
I'm a theorist. I'll be reading stuff. I'll be reading I'll be going down the rabbit hole. That's just my theory. My theory. Because what is you going over
I
there
need
to
you to come
Dubai
up out of
for?
that rabbit hole, okay?
You said what?
I need you to come up out of that rabbit hole, okay?
I'm not saying all artists though. Like I think Sexy Red when she went up, I think she got something done to her.
When she went to Dubai.
Yeah, she went to Dubai. It was a thing, the shade room, how she was disrespecting the culture, the outfit. Like over there, you
Oh, in
can't.
Dubai. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
she
can't
went
wear
to
all
the.
that shit. I mean, you gotta wear all that shit. You know what I mean?
But how she wore it was very disrespectful.
I gotta
So
look that up. I
just
gotta see how she wore it.
look it up. How she wore it, it didn't look like she wore it, but she just didn't care. Even posing and how, even
Yeah,
her
she was
posing.
disrespectful to the culture. You can't do
Exactly.
that. They real
So
big about that there.
So that lets me know, yeah, you're going over there to be yourself, but what else are you going over there to do? You're not going over there to pray. Y'all not going over there to pray. Y'all going over there to get
Well,
paid.
I mean, I don't know how that is in a celebrity aspect, but I know I would love to go to Dubai just because it's a nice place to visit, and
Touche.
it's like
It's a lot of.
advanced and all that, and it's beautiful. So, but and then celebrities also go there. I mean, I didn't know they had all that going on, so that just gives me a whole different perspective and thought on it.
Mm,
But I know celebrities love going there anywhere because they got great restaurants. You can like drive your cars, like they got
they
fancy.
do.
Everybody has fancy everything. Like the whole everything's just different. It's a vibe, and it's like so like ahead in certain things. So
It
I
is.
would love to go there. It's just expensive.
Mm. The scenery alone is beautiful. I would actually go and visit. I just got to be mindful of the rules, but it's beautiful there. So I agree with you. I would go over there for just to experience something new, the culture, the ambiance, things of that nature. Um, but some people, and they go willingly. They don't be forced. They go over there willingly. Go over there and do that. Do that. So to each his own. But I ain't. But I'm not saying Cassie is not a victim. Um, I think like you said, they was in a relationship, but it also makes me think about Carisha, one of the city girls, because they was in a relationship too. What are y'all signing over there? Y'all signing an NDA or something? So to me, y'all are signing up for this. That's just my theory. Not saying like, oh, you want to do it, but something in me is feeling like you signed something and you didn't think that it was to that magnitude of what you were getting
Yeah,
into.
I can
two
agree with that.
two different women. I want to say Cassie. He met her young. He groomed her. He took away her
Yeah,
confidence.
yeah,
She not no hood rat like Miami.
mm,
Miami probably didn't care about half the stuff they was doing. Let's be real.
true.
I don't even see him really beating up Miami like he was whooping on Cassie for real. I I just feel like he knew who to try and who he didn't.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
Of course, as most guys do.
yeah, right. And I don't know. It's just two different women, two different. Because I watched the interview with Young Miami on who was that dude, Saucy Santana.
Hmm.
He was sitting there like she seemed like she allegedly Mrs. P Diddy. She was a love of her, like they was really in love and all that stuff. So she ain't phased by whatever what lifestyle
That's
he had.
crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, two different women, two different lifestyles.
Hmm.
The hood rat one was young and coming up in the game, and she ain't. I don't think she's from the hood, but who knows? I will say, like I said, Cassie probably started off like, okay, we can try this because we're in a relationship. Then it just took another level. Now he's
Hmm.
just using her for anything, like disgusting stuff. So
Yep. Yep. I think that's so traumatic. And then how to get out of it.
right,
Like he paid for everything. And let's be real, she only came out with 2 hits.
I won.
I'm weak.
I
not
didn't
not you.
know won.
So what
What's
did
the
you
what's the
get?
one? Me and you? Is that
Yeah,
the one?
Yeah.
yeah.
What else she had? Let me look it up.
And it's wild because I remember that song coming out, and I remember seeing it on BET, and I liked it. I'm like, okay, what the rest of her music?
Uh,
Like
right.
that. And then
Hold on, she had a song with Nicki Minaj.
And that was a good, yeah, that was
The
a
Boys. Yeah, that's crazy. She ain't had nothing but that. She cute though.
Cassie a baddie though. The fact that she had to go through all
Yeah.
like
I'm looking
money.
at these album covers. I'm like, damn, shop.
Crazy.
she definitely has sex appeal. I remember her being in that movie with his name is Terrence. He was on 106 in Park. I
She
forgot
was
what
in the movie. She
Oh, she
was.
was in a relationship with Terrence. I ain't know
no,
that.
a movie
A
together.
movie.
I forgot what that movie.
Oh, they did. Oh, that one movie. I forgot. I know what you're
That
talking about.
movie was trash though.
No, yeah, well, but she was bad. I'm like, I can see the sex appeal. That's the only reason to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Ah,
She was useless in that movie. They should have given her a better role.
I barely remember the movie, to be honest.
So I just feel like with her, overall it's traumatic. And then you have daughters who's probably gonna see this when they get older. You have like you're reliving what happened to you and they have to testify and then you gotta go home to your daughters and their babies. So I think overall it's probably overwhelming for her. And then it's overwhelming for her.
Yeah, and she's pregnant.
Yeah. And
She's
I think
pregnant right now
yeah.
with Diddy's baby.
No, she married to a white man.
Oh, I didn't even know all that. I don't know. Oh yeah, she's not with him no more. I guess I don't fucking know.
She left. He hired a trainer, a personal trainer. She left P. Diddy for that personal trainer.
Yep.
Of course, they always find. That's why you can't never let them spend enough time with another man because when they insecure
Hold
and shit.
on. Listen, she found comfort in that man.
Yeah, train me. Like, come on.
He got her out that situation, so
He did. And he fine.
True, so that's good for her.
Yeah.
That's a fine white man.
But it's like, damn, you done left your man for the trainer. Like, dang.
That's your ego, male ego talking.
Yes. Yes, it is. To me, she found a way out of her situation in a better environment. Because he got his own money. He takes real good care of her.
I know. It's just annoying to think about the fact, like, if a girl left me for a trainer and I'm like, well, I was letting you see this man and you done end up falling in love with him or whatever the case. He done took you.
Anybody that can be taken was not yours.
That is true. That is true.
And she been loyal to him for this long. Do you think I mean, what else did you want from her? Like, I would have left too like that.
Nah, just leave. You ain't gotta leave with somebody else.
He went ladder. You see the hotel video?
Oh, I haven't seen the videos.
What?
Watch it. Yes, he would not let her leave. He was.
Oh, it was like Tina Turner type.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beating her ass type shit.
I'm not letting that corny man beat me, bro.
I kept saying this. I'm not letting any man put their hands on me. Facts. We is gonna be scrapping like two niggas in the street. I'm sorry. Like you.
And they would have seen on that video recorder, both of us on the ground.
Oh wait, rolling around. Well, like, oh wait, that. I mean, yeah, you crazy. He said we're gonna be on that ground.
Real tussling, scuffling, crazy.
That's funny. Nah, these women be hitting the men more than they be hitting. Nah, I ain't gonna say more, but she's just.
Thank you. I'm glad you. I'm glad you changed.
More frequently than we think.
Oh yeah, girls be out here swinging. Yeah. Putting that past them either.
Yeah,
I wish a bitch would put their hands on me.
Shit. I'm not gonna, if I was a dude and a female hit me, I am hitting her. I was always taught, do not hit no man if you don't expect to get hit back.
Yeah, I would choke slam the hell out of her if she hit me.
Yeah, that's your first go-to, ain't it? Choking.
Choke slam.
Oh, you do a wrestling move? He said choke slam.
Choke slam her.
All you gotta do is hold the woman. You're strong enough to hold her.
Right.
That's true.
Choker
nah, but some women can get disrespectful, get to trying to like do extra shit, kick you, spit you, like, you know what I'm saying? They'll do something.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that holding because they go crazy when you just hold them.
I feel like in
You
her
gotta lift them
case,
up,
she had
slam
every
them
right
down.
to if she did, she had every right to put her hands on him. You
Yeah, he needed it.
yeah, come on now.
Be in the back of the
But
limo.
this goes deeper than Cassie. I think this goes back to his children's mother, Kim, who passed away. I think it goes deeper to that as well.
How so?
Like I think he was putting his hands on her too.
He was
Mm.
allegedly. That's what I heard.
And that's why she probably stayed. Like this man is rich. He's providing the luxury, and he's
Filthy
using it
rich.
as a huh?
I said
What'd you
filthy
say?
rich. Filthy
Filthy
rich.
rich, filthy rich. He's using this as
They
a
don't be
way
having
to.
nothing to do with their time. They got enough money. That's where people be getting. That's where they go that crazy and go to all that weird shit. They got so much money. I think everybody's goal in life is what? To make money. When they ain't got to worry about making money, you got to figure out what else brings you satisfaction or what else are you here to do. And that's where they
Yeah,
getting to figure out all their little weird kinks and shit. Like
Yeah.
I agree.
that's it. And
They
they
crazy.
they
I'll
got,
be on
got to
somebody's
find
island.
entertainment. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them don't have that mindset. Though. They just like, all right, I got all this money. I can do whatever
Mm-hmm.
I want. What I'm gonna do that some
And it's
peasant
more
can't
money
do.
coming in. Like you're
Yeah,
you're getting rid of it as well as getting more of it. So
exactly.
I feel sorry for his children. Um, to even have to go through that. Like they showed up to the court date as well. Um, so to have to see that and hear the things your daddy was doing, cut off.
You would cut your daddy off if you heard some stuff like that.
If that man
I
was a
would.
freaky stuff like that, yeah,
Who wants to be
you
part of
a
that?
freak. Why is you that freaky?
Y'all don't know what y'all's parents do in the bedroom. So
They ain't doing that freaky stuff.
you don't know. You're not in the bed with them.
Touche,
When we
you
talking
are
about to that,
correct.
when we wait, what to what degree we talking about? We're talking about just like
I'm
the
just saying,
whole.
hypothetically, yeah, it's disgusting. But y'all really don't know what y'all's parents is doing in the bedroom unless you sitting in there with them, and I doubt that. So just like they don't know what we doing in the bedroom.
True.
So
But I thought she was
I,
saying cut off
no, I'm not.
her dad, if he was doing all the Diddy stuff in general. I thought that's what it was, maybe
Yes,
that
like
or
not
just the
like.
peeing.
women or being sexual and freaky. Like
No, I'm talking about what P Diddy is doing
the
now. I
abuse,
mean,
the
and I'm
abuse
even
part, and
starting to
all
think
that.
about it, huh?
I thought you was talking about like doing all the stuff he was doing as far as like the abusing of her and all the
Yes,
oh well yeah, I mean yeah, I don't
yes.
do abuse and hitting women, but
yeah.
if that's a whole nother
They were
case.
doing freak offs. Yeah, I mean you
But
can't if it's just freaky stuff. That ain't none of my business. We ain't talking about sex, so
well, it goes into more of just
more of just
um.
nothing.
Say that again. Say that again. You was going in and out.
Oh, sorry. It goes more into just the whole Cassie or Kim thing. There were like young kids. I would so some people have came out like people that were like young or whatever they were like in the midst they were like in the midst of those freak offs basically like it was some girl off of TikTok who was saying what happened at those freak offs and she was one of the people involved so it's more than just Cassie it's like deeper than that so if I found out that my father is into stuff like that yeah I'm cutting him off like it's not even freakish now. It's more so I'm gonna say demonic. It's more so evil now. It's like a power thing. And it's beyond being a freak. You're just doing stuff like you said to do stuff because you got the money, but it's becoming evil now. You're being corrupt.
Mhm.
Like use your money for good, bro. What are you doing? You trying to buy look anyhow. So that's what I meant by I would cut my father off if it came to that point.
Yeah, I can't stand how much. Well, that's a whole. discussion in itself. Like how the media, how we like, because we're sitting up here talking about this versus the media broadcasting all the good that's going on in the world. Because there is so much more good that's going on than bad.
Mhm.
Uh, a lot of people that are like have all this money and stuff. Let's talk about like Andrew Tate, the forbidden one that we can't talk about. He donates so much money to like charities and stuff like that and does good, but it's like no one ever wants to broadcast what good someone is doing. Like how often do you hear about, oh, this celebrity is uh gave millions of dollars for children that are hungry in Africa or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because
I feel like back in the day they used to. I'm gonna let you go real quick. But back in the day they used to broadcast it more because you remember when they did "We Are the World."
Mhm.
Um, that was like if y'all never seen that documentary on Netflix, I highly recommend. By the way, it's called "Greatest Night in Pop," and
What's it?
it
What's
was
it called?
"Greatest Night in Pop," and that's like because they recorded. You know, "We Are the World" got all those artists on it. They recorded that in one single night, and it was like stressful as heck. And it had a documentary on how all of it happened. Like Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie like basically wrote it and then getting all these artists to come in. But anyway, but yeah, highly recommend that. Like I've watched it like twice. Like I'll watch it again. But anywho, uh shit, I forgot what I was saying. Go ahead with you saying, Don.
How there should be more good broadcast than this
Yeah,
bad.
like so when they did the We Are the World, it was for like the hunger in Africa or something like that. Like that was the purpose behind the song. Like why it started, I guess the USDA or something, like something about like hungry and helping. It was a fundraiser. And it's just like I hate how you don't hear much about that stuff these days. It's always just the bad, bad, bad. And I'm like, people are out there doing good. Like football players, they do a lot of good too. Like
Mhm.
they give back a lot, and it just goes more to show of like, uh, I wonder what's Diddy doing any good. I mean, he had to be. It's kind of hard to.
But that goes into what we were talking about earlier about the Matrix. That goes into that we are here to. I mean, spiritually, we're here for purpose. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I, I don't, I'm assuming y'all do too. You know, so we're here for a purpose. But um, I feel like overall, because we see that we're here to be conditioned or here to be entertained, so we don't think outside the box or we don't think outside the dome. You know what I'm saying? Like we're here to be entertained. That's entertaining. That's to distract us from something. I don't know what's going on. You know, that's just distract us from something good happening. Just like you said, somebody giving out money or giving a need. We don't know that because we so focused on the Diddy trial because it's entertainment. We love entertainment. It entertains us. It get us going. Even with TikTok, that whole ordeal with TikTok going down, people was losing their
They were
minds.
freaking out. I was
I was one
loving
of them.
it. I was loving it. I'm like, yes, yes, shut all this shit down. Like I was one of them. I'm sorry.
negative stuff just sells.
Yep.
Just in general.
It
Uh,
gets
Sex do
people
too.
going.
yeah,
Negativeness brings people together more than positiveness.
Yes,
yeah.
it does. And people don't know how to react to positivity. It's like what is this? This is new. This is a new
This is
this
like,
is
oh,
something
whatever.
good.
What's something I can be mad about?
Yeah. Misery loves company. Misery loves
Man,
company.
that's why that saying is true.
Hmm.
See,
So let's read about or let's show P. Diddy. This is entertainment. It's something interesting to look at and to read. And then they drag it because his trial, he still got a case going on. I think his next court date is not until November or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
It's it's down the line. He got a couple more months. So yeah, you gave us like little pieces of what's going on or little clips of Cassidy protesting, but more people is coming out. So his trial date is long. We know he's going to
So,
jail. We know he's going there.
do
But
y'all
it's
think? Go ahead. Sorry.
no, you're good. I was just saying it's dragged out. Like, what's the
Um,
verdict?
do y'all think that he pissed someone off to be in this situation?
Yes. Yes, yes, he
I
did.
wonder what he did. I wonder what he did.
I'm weak. I thought Cassie putting out that document started all of it.
What
Uh,
document?
Back in 2024, she put like a all tale type of thing where she was naming all types of celebrities that they dealt with allegedly, and then she sued P Diddy, and that's how she ended up getting that 30 million. Like,
See, she got that money. Yeah. So this like, so she already said something previously. I think now it's just more in depth. Like, baby, we still need you. Need to talk.
but to be honest, they've probably been following him for years, and an investigation like that, they've been keeping tabs on him. They just needed proof. They probably
Yeah.
been following him since the 90s, to be quite honest. So,
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean, they kind of always know. It's just like typically they always keep tabs, and it's just like when you do something and when they need to use it, they just start doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
But he did
I,
piss some.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder what he did to make them like, all right, we about to throw it all out there. Like you
like,
done
why?
fucked up. You about to like you going down. You the one that's going down, and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like he was. I mean, the way I always thought about it, I thought he was kind of powerful. So I'm
He
like, who's above him that's mad? You know what I mean? Like,
Somebody white.
yeah, like one of them corporations. You know what I'm saying? Like the big dogs. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who
And
these
that's
people
just
are.
like with his liquor. He owns Dillion, he owns Ciroc. People don't know like he owns it, but he's not the full owner of it.
Mhm. Right.
He still got to answer to somebody. And he probably did piss them off. You doing too much, man. You doing too much, boy.
He probably
Stop
Mhm.
was
doing too
trying to
much.
step on their head, probably thinking he the big don. And they're like,
Exactly.
oh, so you, because he's arrogant. That's
Yep.
always been Diddy, very arrogant. He think he can control everybody.
Yep.
So
He
That's why I
crazy.
don't. That's what control freaks are. You give them a little bit, they just keep going. It never
Yeah.
stops. If you're,
Yep.
yeah,
it
psycho,
never stops.
and they'll go on for years.
Yep.
It's a disease.
He's stupid. If I was him and I had all this money, all these connect, I'm not about to do all that. I This may sound weird, but I know my place. I'm not doing all
Yeah,
that extra stuff. I'm not trying to prove you wrong, big boss. I know my place. I know what I need to do. I know how to move. Cool. That's like the 48 laws of power. Like you, it even tells you do not outsmart your boss. Don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. You learn more by being up under. So when it is your time to move up, you already know everything. You know what to do, how to move. He did too, like you said, he did too much. He probably was saying something. Had no business saying. If I was him, I would have shut up and got paid.
that's that's the thing about me. I don't. I'm different than most guys. I don't really have that. People may think I do, but I really don't have that like need for control of shit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that I do because I just. I mean, uh, I don't know how I say it, because I like for things to be smooth. So sometimes I have to take control of the situation just to make it smooth or whatever the case is. But like me even being a manager at work, I remember my boss was saying like, we all love control. That's why we do this. I'm like, nah, that's just you. I'm like, I don't like control. I don't want to. I don't like being controlled. Nobody. I'm like, I do this
Mm-hmm.
because it pays my bills. So I'm not a control freak. I don't have to have control. I think everybody should be able to do whatever the hell they want. So me, relationship wise, I'm the least controlling guy. I'm not about to be out here like. That's why I said it sucked with the trainer situation. I'm like, dang, I'm being a secure boyfriend and letting you go see a male trainer because some guys ain't like that. They'll be like, oh, no, a male trainer? Nah, you better get a woman trainer. You ain't seeing no. Most dudes are like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be the time. I know you ain't about to do nothing. I trust you. Go ahead and see the male trainer. Like I ain't got nothing to be afraid of. And then you go leave me for him. I'm like, ooh, that'll hurt. But
A part of me think he was probably trying to touch him too. I'm just saying. He
probably.
probably, he probably was trying to touch him too.
But I don't know. But like I was saying, the control thing to me is like I don't feel the urge to need to be in control. I really see like some dudes really are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, especially a lot of white folks, they really like that. White folks love to be in control. Like
Privilege.
they got to feel like they in control. Like for the most part, black folks, we just like having a good time while we here. Like
Mm-hmm.
them, they just want to. I gotta control everything. Yeah. But
It's the
But anyway,
privilege in it.
but most guys do feel like they need to be in control of like a lot of things, and I'm just like that. It doesn't tickle no type of my fancy to be controlling. I don't know.
Let me ask y'all this: do you think power and having control are two different things?
Hmm. It can be depending on how they use power. I would say
Mm-hmm.
that, but ego and control.
Oh yeah, that's a bad combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like.
I mean,
Go
but I
ahead.
got ego. I feel like I have ego, but I don't like. I don't feel the need to be controlling. You know what I mean? So I guess for me, it's like it's different.
I think it's
Um,
like what you said, like it's how you use it. What is your intentions behind having an ego? What is your intentions behind having the power? Like I like power. I don't want too much of it, too much responsibility. No, 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 no. Hear me out, hear me out. I like and whatever.
He was ready to say so.
I like to have some sort of power in some things. Not everything, because when you have power comes responsibility. So like
that part.
money.
I have a
I
question for you.
got some sort of money. When you got money, money talks, BS walks. Let's be real. When you
My
got
grandma used to
money,
always say that.
huh?
So my grandma used to always say that. Money talk,
She
bullshit walk.
and she is correct. You have some sort of power. Don't if you ain't got the money, or if you can't come, you know, come paying certain stuff, or ain't nobody trying to hear what you saying. They not. So I like that type of power. That's what I meant.
What's your question?
Damn, I forgot.
Do like that.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, I forgot. It'll
But
come
she was
back.
saying she was saying she liked power. I don't know. Like I said, because I don't like power because, like you said, great power comes great responsibility. Like the more power you have, the more responsibility. And it's just like I just rather be off somewhere
Mhm.
under the radar. Like that's
So power, like with me, I just like having power of my own life, like how I move
right.
in certain situations. I really don't care. I don't care what another person does,
At all.
like because people gonna do what they want to do, what they rather do, and I'm not. My power is I'm gonna move different in the situation. If with how they moving is not we not aligned, if you moving ill, modus is ill, my
Hmm.
power is to remove myself type of thing. So
Yeah.
my power is
You
like
just like have power over yourself in any situation,
yeah.
I like
which
that.
is fair. Which is fair. Um, damn, lost it.
I think that's what the issue was with P. Diddy. He wanted too much power. Like he already had, let's be real, you already have power.
Yeah, he was already a successful black man. He just want to control others as well.
Mhm.
Take
And
advantage
so you got greedy. There you go. Stop pissing, stop making people mad. That's over you.
I thought
And
you
do
said
your
I thought you about
job.
to say stop pissing on them girls. Oh,
That too. Stop pissing people off and pissing on people. There we go. Like
pissed on any pissed off.
so I just feel like he wanted too much. Like you said, he wanted too much control. You're doing too much, man. You're doing too much. But when you have all that money, all that time, you become bored and you start trying to do extra stuff. But that extra stuff becomes evil. And now
it.
you sit in a cell because you didn't know how to control yourself. So I really don't feel sorry for him, honestly.
Do
I,
you think the Go ahead, my bad.
I was just gonna say, God just humbled him. That's
Yeah.
what got power and control. At the end of the day, like for real.
That's also goes into what makes me think like to ask like so do y'all think it was I mean it can be a situation where God just humbled them or do y'all think that the powers that be were trying to send a message?
Both.
Yeah,
Both. I'm not mad at those people trying to send a message. You're not the big dog, bruh. You gotta chill. You gotta chill. I'm giving you a platform to have some power. I'm giving you this platforms to make this money, not for just you, but for your kids' kids. I'm giving you generational wealth. All you gotta do is just listen. But you're biting my hand. You biting the hand that feeds you, literally. So now I have
Mm-hmm.
to take it away. I have to humble you. So yeah, I think it's both. God had to humble him too because he had too much of an ego. You had too much of an ego that you had to piss on this girl.
Yeah.
I don't know as far as either. I don't take too kindly as somebody thinking they got power over me. The only person that got power over me is God. Another
Amen.
reason, hell no. So if
Amen.
like telling me, yeah, chill, listen to what I'm saying. I'm the big dog. Oh,
Ah,
I'm not. I'm not taking that lightly. I wouldn't be P Diddy in this situation, but hell no. Like I'm about
That
to
O was funny.
finagle, finagle out of that, get myself out of that situation because don't nobody got power over me. I don't give a fuck who it is. Control,
exactly.
power, bosses. I don't give a fuck. No.
Yeah. We owe no man but to love them. That's scripture.
Y'all are
And
some strong, independent black woman. Strong. Keep fighting the good fight.
is that sarcasm?
Slightly, but I respect it too, though, at the same time.
Okay. Mhm. All right.
Mm,
Sean Black brother.
mm.
Okay.
Oh, it's fun.
Nah, but he
Nobody got no
deserves what he
control over
got.
me, no.
He deserves what he's getting into. That reminds me of the Bill Cosby case, the R.
Oh,
Kelly
Lord.
case. Yeah,
Nah, the
get
Bill Cosby case is different. Bill Cosby, I mean, yeah, it's messed up what he was doing, but he was about to make purchase NBC and all that. That's different. So they're like, nah, let's humble you in this sense. Like, you ain't about to be having that much. You know what I mean?
but we can say the same thing about P. Diddy.
But what more was he trying to do, though? Well, as far as like, yeah, like, so what more was he probably trying to do? We don't really know.
Yeah, we don't know, but I'm sure probably something.
Yep, it's gonna be revealed. It's gonna be revealed. He was just trying to do too much. You correct. Bill Cosby is a little bit more iffier, and then he was old. This man,
They
that
waited.
nigga.
So is he still in jail?
No, I don't think so.
I
I
don't
think
He
think
done
he
got
is.
out.
I don't think he is. But R.
I need
Kelly
to look this
is.
shit up.
yeah, our company ain't getting out.
See,
Pissing
get
on them
your
girls.
money and chill, bro. I don't get it. Get your money and chill. Invest in the business for not just you, but your kids, your kid. Get generational wealth and just chill. Do your job and just chill, bro. They do too much.
They can't.
Yeah, that's just the person. They probably would do that nasty shit, even though they were rich and they had nothing else to do. I feel like if P Diddy was a regular ass man, he would probably still out here be beating women's asses.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
looked like.
exactly. The
And
money just intensifies it,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like has somebody ever shown?
amplifies it.
Yeah, has somebody ever said, told y'all like if a person show you who they are once they get money, but that was really they really
Who
showing
they
you.
were the whole time.
Yeah. So if they
You're
start
definitely
doing some
right.
Grammy stuff, that's just that person. Like it's
Yeah.
always, you know. So,
That is very true, and that's a good point because sometimes I forget about that. People really do. It just show who they
Mm.
really are.
But he was doing that to his artists as well. His artists never thrived.
no. But
Never.
he killed him allegedly.
Yeah. I mean, Mary J. Blige is thriving, but she owe him his life. She owe him his
I
life.
feel sorry for Justin Bieber. Y'all been seeing stuff about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's messed up.
Yeah.
Like I feel sorry, bro. I hope he don't like take his life. Like you know what I
But
mean? Because
see,
I'm
it's
like that's
deeper. That's what I'm saying. It's a rabbit hole.
yeah.
Because they were saying Usher was involved in that as well.
He
Yeah.
probably
They.
Because
was.
Usher and P. Diddy was close.
Yeah.
The whole
He
music
introduced Justin
industry is
Bieber to
messed
him.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole music industry is that. Like that's why it was. I love to say that's why Waka Flocka made that song "Fuck This Industry," and that's why he wasn't in the rap game that long because he's like, yeah, I'm not for this industry. So
And I don't blame him.
he made his little money rapping his album or so, and then he said, "I'm about to just go and have businesses and stuff and
Mm.
f this music."
That's what I would do. It hypothetically, we make music. We fool the Don. You make music, good music. For me, I can speak for me. My music is just like a hobby. It's a gateway. It's like an outlet. Like with my art, you know what I'm saying? It's a gate. It's not my bread and butter. Like
Mhm.
it's something to do into something. It's another outlet. But hypothetically, a producer wanted to buy a song or something, or wanted me to sign I'm not signing that contract. You can pay me for my words. I'll be a ghostwriter. Or if you want to pay for the song, I can do that. I'll do that. But I wouldn't want to be in the industry like that. I will flip that money and invest that into something to make more money. So I don't blame him. I definitely don't blame him at all. You're basically signing your life over.
Yeah, people. I mean, when we have that awareness now, back in the day, people were just so focused on "I gotta make it, I gotta make it." They were willing to do whatever. You just got to
Hmm.
think we got all social media and all this stuff now, so stuff can be easily brought to the light. But imagine how much was going on back then. Like the world is a terrible place. Like I don't care what nobody says. It's not bliss. Like it is some terrible things doing. So you just
Hmm.
gotta,
That Matrix.
yep, just gotta be around good people. That's all I. That's what I always say.
I agree. I agree. Just do your job, live your purpose, and go ahead about your day. People be doing too much. It's not
Go
that
ahead
deep.
about today.
I'm serious. It's not that. It's not that much. It's not that hard. You know what you're supposed to do. You know you have a purpose. Do that purpose and go on about your day. We people do too much. They be in the way too much. So, mm,
Cool. Well, this was cool talking about this. I guess we'll have to keep, you know, up on the case and we can, talk more about it as it goes on and keep it pushing. So that was three takes from the Don, beloved. I'm Shadi. Y'all have a good night. Catch you on the flip side.